Her name was Nuran, just 20 years old, carrying responsibilities far heavier than her age. Her father, Akram Khan, once a strong man, had been left crippled after a terrible accident in the fields, and now his entire world was limited to an old wooden bed where he depended on others for even the smallest needs. Her mother, Zara, was patience personified, spending her days caring for her husband, feeding him, giving medicines, lifting him gently, and spending sleepless nights listening to his pain, and this had become her life. The only hope of the household was Nuran. Every day she walked from house to house in the village selling bangles, and the money she earned kept the stove burning. The villagers' eyes were rarely kind, some passed cruel comments, some tried to block her way, but Nuran had learned to walk with her eyes lowered, knowing that if she broke, her parents would collapse with her. One evening she returned home exhausted to find her father struggling to breathe, his coughing severe and Zara's eyes filled with helpless tears. The local healer was clear that Akram needed to be taken to a big city hospital, and that required money far more than they had. That night Nuran couldn't sleep, as her mother's sobs and her father's pain tore her apart, and again she prayed, "Oh Allah, show me a way, I cannot watch my parents suffer like this." The next morning, as she stepped out with her bag of bangles, a black luxury car stopped in front of her and a wealthy sheik stepped out with arrogance on his face. "What do you sell?" he asked, and bangles, Nuran replied softly. He placed a thick bundle of cash in her hand and said, "Listen to me, come to this address tomorrow, you learn much more than this." Her legs trembled as she had never seen so much money before. On one side was her conscience and on the other her father's failing breath, so she stood frozen on the road, holding money in one hand and an unknown future in the other. That night she lied to her mother, saying she had been offered work caring for a rich man's sick wife, and Zara wanted to believe her. Akram placed his trembling hand on Nuran's head and said, "My daughter, you were born to change our fate," and those words pierced her heart with guilt. The next morning, Nuran left for the city,